Sawadee Cop. Yes, it is a new background. It is not the green screen. It is not the hotel room, room 9. I'll be putting out some videos today. It's actually after 12 o'clock. It's late. My bad. I had to run to the storage today. The kebab guy wanted to look at the machines, and he bought them. Awesome. So it's another 20,000 baht for the cause. You know, $600 US, but 20,000 baht goes a long way here. So I'm happy to sell those machines, and more importantly, they were some of the last stuff, big stuff in storage. So I should be able to sell the rest of it by the end of the month and not keep paying storage fees. Although, once again, everything's so cheap here. The storage was costing me 2,000 baht a month, $60. I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. But anyway, why pay storage if you don't need to? So the March the 2nd, in my new condo in Chiang Mai, yay, yay, yay. The individual with a negative mental attitude attracts trouble as a magnet. Oh dear, not trouble. Oh, as a magnet, I'm sorry. The individual with a negative mental attitude attracts troubles as a magnet attracts steel filings. Okay? It is a curious fact of nature, very curious, that somehow our minds find a way to transform into physical reality the things we think about most. If you expect to fail, you can be sure that you will. And if you find something negative in every opportunity, nothing will ever work out positively for you. Fortunately, the reverse is also true. If you are a happy, positive person, you will attract positive things. You can keep your mindset positive by eliminating negative thoughts the moment they begin to creep into your conscious mind. If you dwell on the negative aspects of every opportunity, you will never accomplish anything worthwhile. Be prudent. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture, right? That was the Bush, baby Bush, I think, Bush Jr., W. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. If you dwell on negative aspects of every opportunity, you never accomplish anything worthwhile. We got to be prudent about the risks you take, but don't be paralyzed by failure. Okay, so step 2 of a winning attitude, or paragraph 2, I should say, the second, day's worth of daily meditations, really covers a lot of ground, and is ground that, frankly, we've covered before. So just to reiterate, if you think you'll fail, you will. If you think you'll succeed, you will. There's the law of attraction, where nature somehow finds a way to turn your goals into reality. And that's, once again, you're giving it the opportunity by planning and being aware, of the opportunity when it knocks on the door. We talked about being dressed as coveralls and hard work, right? Keeping the mindset positive, eliminate negative thoughts that begin to creep into your head. That's just a technique, Don't say can't, don't say don't, but yeah, just think positive, and when you do have a negative thought, eliminate it. Don't dwell on the negative aspects of the opportunity. Don't fret and worry, and what he ends up with is don't do paralysis analysis, which, once again, every one of those thoughts we've talked about in a prior thing. So later on in the book, he reiterates them, but because we're awesome, we already covered that, because we started in the summer. So later on, June, July, August, October, he's covering concepts like that more in depth in different ways and paragraphs, but it's the same basic idea. So in the condo, yay, this is the condo. Got a great pool behind me. I'm a little hot today, running around. There was no AC, of course, in the storage place, so I'm kind of hot. I'll probably go down to the pool and take a swim. I can't wait to get in that pool. It's just beautiful. It's awesome. It's the main reason I rented here. But I'm excited. You're excited. Do what the book says, and you will be successful. So my first video on the new condo. Sorry, it's a little bit late. Like I said, early in the morning, I caught a ride with Jeff in his little Mini Cooper, which is really cool. If you've never been in a Mini Cooper, it's got the speedometer. It looks like something that belongs in a submarine. It's a giant circle in the middle of the dash, and then the speedometer goes like it's cool. It looked like it would have been in place in the 1950s American, car, and it also looks like it belongs in a submarine or an airplane or something. Very, very cool. Mini Cooper diesel. I mean, there's a lot of diesels in Thailand. So Yeah, went down, like I said, sold the kebab machine, sold the stainless steel table that held them, and not much left. The only really big piece of furniture left is the big bar. There's a long, probably 8-foot bar made out of pine that we had the coffee machine and the cash register on. So that's really the only large piece. Everything else is pretty small at this point now that I got rid of the kebab machine. So happy in Chiang Mai. I ate last night actually. I don't know if I even posted it to YouTube. I made a little video about eating in the food cart, across outside the supermarket across the street last night. I got here around 4 o'clock, signed all the paperwork, unloaded the truck, got all sweaty and tired, took a quick shower, changed my shirt, and then went across to the supermarket that's in the big mall across the street. And also there's plenty of places to eat in that mall. There's probably, I gotta say, 100, maybe 100 or 120 restaurants in that mall. Thai people like to eat, like to snack and like to eat. So I had some 50 baht pork noodle soup. It was awesome. And yeah, starting my new life, excited. Going to a motorcycle auction because my new job is flipping cars, trucks, motorcycles, and I'm going to my first auction on the 4th, March 4th, which is 2 days from now. So I'm looking forward to that. And first auction I've been to in Thailand, and we'll just see what's up. I don't plan to buy anything. I don't want to sell bikes up front. I will eventually. I want to buy a car, have something to drive, right, and well, sell it, flip it first. I'm comfortable with cars. I know cars, and I know a lot about more. I've never been on a motorcycle. I've never driven a motorcycle. I have 0 hours. So go with what you're familiar. Stay in your lane. Kyle Pasquid said it in the Millionaire panel at Jack's Reef. He's successful because he knows what he's doing. He stays in his lane. He buys houses in areas he knows. So I will get into motorcycles. I will learn about them. And that learning process starts on the 4th when I go to the auction. But I don't think I'm going to buy any. I'm going with Jeff McCollum, who has a motorcycle rental business down here in Chiang Mai. And he knows a lot about bikes. As much as I know about cars, he knows about bikes. So, if he turns to me and says, dude, that's a smoking deal, you can buy this bike for 20 grand and sell it for 30 grand to baht, not US. Well, shit, yeah, I'll buy it and turn around and make a quick 10 grand. Why not? But I'm not looking to buy. I'm honestly not. I just want to learn, see the process, watch, observe, drink it in. So the training begins. I always say on this channel, due diligence, get the knowledge, and then make a plan and take action. So once again, I'm doing what I teach you guys. This is the way I know to be successful. This is how I'm teaching you to be successful. I want to be successful selling bikes, cars, trucks, condos, and houses here in Chiang Mai. So I'm going to an auction to learn the process. I got to educate myself on how it works, how much deposit I need, how much I can bid, how many cars I can buy, when I get to pay, blah, 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 blah. You can't play the game unless you know the rules. So the 4th, I'm going to go learn the rules. All right, guys. Take care.